In today's economy, it's becoming increasingly difficult to make ends meet with just one source of income. That's very different than the way it was just a few decades ago. Whether you're looking to save for a down payment on a home, pay off debt, or prepare for an emergency, having a side hustle can be a game changer. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to start a side hustle and earn extra income outside of your day job. And I'm not just going to throw out some names that you've heard all before on some other YouTube video. I'm going to show you how to actually make it the right way. We're going to look at the benefits of having a side hustle, how to identify your skills and interests, and give you tips on how to start and grow your own profitable side hustle. How does that sound? If you like that, let's begin right here. The benefits of a side hustle. So obviously, a side hustle can be an excellent way to earn extra income and achieve your financial goals. In addition to the financial benefits, having a side hustle can provide you with the various other advantages, such as an opportunity to pursue your passion and develop new skills. That's something that a lot of people, they never got a chance to do. But as a side hustle, that could be something interesting because you still have your day job, but you have a chance to do something that you really enjoy. A side hustle can also offer networking opportunities, allowing you to meet new people and expand your network. Another benefit of a side hustle is to potentially turn your side hustle into a full-time business. Starting a business can be challenging. Having a side hustle can help you test the waters, right? And then you can gain your experience before fully committing. A lot of people just say, I'm gonna do it, I quit, and they go off into it and they realize, uh-oh, it's not so easy. And of course, if you're making just a little bit of income, a lot of times you want to reinvest that income in your business so that you can grow it. And if you require that income because you quit your full-time job, it becomes a real nightmare for a lot of people. Okay, so don't do that. Don't quit your day job just yet. Start something on the side. Having a side hustle can diversify your income streams, which can provide more financial stability in unpredictable times. That's why I talk about right here the pillars of prosperity all the time. One of those pillars being to increase your income. Side hustle is part of that. This is particularly significant in today's economy. Many people are struggling to make ends meet with only one source of income. A lot of times back in, let's say, 1970s, where you only had one person running bringing in the money, and that was okay. It was fine. It was able to support the household. Now, not the case anymore. Things have changed, certainly, but one thing that's been consistent since then is inflation. It's crucial to balance your side hustle with your day job. It's essential to ensure that you're fulfilling your work commitments and not overworking yourself. It's vital to ensure that your side hustle is not disrupting your personal life and that you're taking time for you, for yourself. So you don't want to get too much and like, oh, I'm sleeping 2 hours a night and all these things. There was a point in my life where I was doing 3 things at once, 3 different businesses and 3 different jobs and so on. 3 different jobs. And that was a lot. But I still slept. I was still sleeping, probably not as much as I sleep now, but right now I have 3 businesses. So these things, they're always going to be some level of challenge, but at least you have the choice. I know people that work 2 full-time jobs, and that can be hard because you can't take a day off from one or the other. You've got to go head on first, and that can be something that really burns you out as time goes on. Like, where do you get time to do anything if you're working 2 full-time? And I'm talking about actually working in both, not, secretly working the second job. So be careful with that, all right? So we got to identify our skills. This is so important. Starting a side hustle that's both profitable and enjoyable requires careful consideration and research. So I'm going to talk about identifying your skills and interests and how you can use this information to find the right side hustle for you, okay? Because some people, they don't want to do a certain one, and that's understandable. Identifying your skills will take a look at what you enjoy doing, what you're good at. It could involve some looking and really writing it down on paper, or just take a moment to just think about it. And Explore and determine what your passions and talents are. Maybe you're good at drawing, maybe you're good at painting, maybe you're good because you've got a beautiful voice. These things depend on you. So that's really where it first starts. Consider the skills you've developed through work and hobbies, volunteering, as well as any unique talents or abilities that you possess. And I'm sure a lot of people are very good at something. You're good at something, even if you think it's nothing. Even if you think, well, you know what? Can you bake cookies really well? Can you? What about your ability to take care of a child? Maybe you do that really well. Maybe you're a fantastic mother or a fantastic grandmother. Maybe you can paint. Okay, you can do artistic paint, or maybe you can functional paint. You could paint a house. You might think that's so simple, that's so easy in these things, but believe it or not, there are people out there who will pay for your knowledge. Once you've identified your skills and interests, the next step is to research market demand for those skills. It involves examining what your services or products are currently in demand, what are the gaps and opportunities that exist in the market that you could fill with your skills and interests. You can also look at industry trends and consider how your skills and interests align with them. So you can go on to simple things like YouTube and Twitter and Facebook, Instagram, and so on, kind of get some interest there. But at the same time, you can go on to something like a Craigslist and then see what people are actively looking for. And that gives you an idea, okay? After you've identified your skills and interests and research market demand, you got to look at the potential side hustle opportunities. People post, I am looking for somebody to paint my deck. Okay. You know that there are people looking at that. How many posts are there? How often are these people posting? If I do a Google search, if I look at Google Trends, what am I getting? Get that data before you do anything. There are many side hustle options. You can do freelance work, pet sitting, tutoring, many others. We'll look at that and try to explain it further here, but there's so many, and it really all depends on you. When you're choosing a side hustle, it's essential to find the perfect balance between earning extra income and pursuing your passions. You don't want to sacrifice your interests for the sake of making money, nor do you want to pursue your passions at the expense of your financial goals. There has to be a balance in between these two. Okay, so the next section here, to start a successful, I reiterate the point of successful side hustle, you will need to create a business plan. Your business plan will help you identify your goals, target market, competition, and financial projections. These are all important stuff, okay? Because you just got to know that. You don't have to work on this financial plan 10 hours a day for the next 6 months. No, but you just have to know what you're trying to achieve. It's important to establish a roadmap for your side hustle and set realistic goals that align with your long-term objectives. You got to create a business plan. Building the strong brand is essential to the success of your side hustle. So along with that, you're going to try to identify what exactly am I trying to do? Who am I trying to be? And get that message across to your potential customers. So I have the money GPS as the example here. So I am the character, the money GPS. People come in and you came here for the truth, so let me unveil that for you. That's all part of that brand, essentially. Your brand is your identity and should reflect your values, personality, and unique selling proposition. So for me, it's all about the truth. Okay, and I've always gone with that. For other people, they might, just want to tell you what the hot stocks are and something like this, right? That's their brand. And so they do that. Whatever the case may be, you have to speak to a particular customer, a particular individual. We'll provide tips on how to develop your brand, standing out from the competition and resonating with your target market. That's what we have to do. That's me, that's you. And once you've established your brand, marketing your side hustle is key to attracting customers and increasing your income potential. Previously, what would you do? Knock on the door. You'd have to put out flyers. I just saw a guy putting up flyers today, wondering why he was bothering. But this is what happens right now. Today, you could do all of that on the internet for much cheaper. You'll need to develop a marketing strategy that effectively reaches your target market, including social media, email marketing, advertising, and any form of getting the word out. Very important stuff, okay? And then you got to scale that up. And this is what you want to do. You want to take your side hustle from a hobby and make it a full-time business potentially. You got to identify your growth opportunities, diversify your income streams, and manage your time effectively. All of this stuff is real complicated, I know. And one of the factors here that I wanted to highlight was for a lot of people, they just don't know what to do. They don't know how to monetize what they have. And that's why I'm here to tell you that one of the most important things that a lot of people do is they build a course around their ability to teach something. So they build a course on it. And a lot of the courses, they're not good. But if you, the individual, want to get into this, you've got to do it right. How do you build a course? I know there's a lot of people, maybe you're an artist, maybe you're an electrician, maybe you're great at baking, all these different things, and you have that skill, but you don't know how to make a course. You don't know how to actually convey the right message to people. You don't know the sales. You don't know how to build a script, all these different things. Well, if that's your interest, let me know and we will work together. Okay, if you want to do that, if you actually want to have a product that you can sell to people, let me know, david@themoneygps.com. We will work together. Okay, this is something that I can do repeatedly over and over again and get you where you need to be. This is something that for a lot of people, they would just gloss over. But imagine having a product that you can sell day in, day out, and effectively do this on different methods. You could literally be talking to your friends, your coworkers, all these different things, and you happen to mention, you got a link, okay? Maybe it's your website, maybe it's a free social media or a free website or something, and there's lots of free info on there. And then on those pages, you're mentioning the fact that you've got a course. And in that course, you're selling what you have. It could be a low ticket course. It could be a high ticket course. Depends how valuable the course is. It's all up to you. Now, there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of garbage, a lot out there that is nonsense. But if you give people value, true value, well, then they're willing to pay. I remember when I first got into Amazon selling, there's a lot of garbage in the Amazon world, okay? But I went out there and I saw that one individual, there's a few actually, they have these courses. And I thought to myself, okay, well, why can't I just go on YouTube and find all this stuff? Well, the truth is, I could have found probably most of it. But what the guy said, and I completely agree with it now, looking back, is that I'm gonna give you the step by step. I'm gonna give you step one, I'm gonna give you step two, and you literally just copy and paste this template, essentially, and you do all those steps, and you got a fully functional business. And at that time was charging $500 for the course. Now the course I think is $2,000 from my understanding, but I'm grandfathered in. So the way it looks right here is basically you go through these steps, you got yourself a course, and you've got yourself a way to monetize that you can just constantly bring in this income through these means. So you're just getting, like, skipping all that step of searching, what should I do, then asking people, then making phone calls, then sending emails. Why not just go through a course? And so that doesn't apply to everybody. A lot of people want free stuff, but there are some people who would love to have a course. Anyway, if you want to get in touch with me, david@themoneygps.com, you can always do that. But the point here is that you build a side hustle that can work for you. You use your passion, you use your skills, and you use what you have already. You don't need to necessarily attain a new skill. You already have it in you. I'm sure that you could build something around what you have today. But the point here is that you don't just sit idly by. Inflation is coming at you. Prices are increasing day after day. And so you've got to do what you can. I hope that you found this message informative. I want to see you on the next one. Take care.